Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, Hunter. Welcome back to the Baseball Head 2, and hopefully like this video and hit that subscribe button. So in this video, we're going to talk about a free agent to be Chicago Cubs outfielder, right fielder, Kyle Tucker, who got off to a great start there in Chicago with the Cubbies, but he's scuffling right now. And from what I understand, he did not run out of ball. Did not run out of ground ball, and that does not fly well in a big city. It certainly doesn't fly well here, and it doesn't fly well anywhere. And if you're a guy that is going to be a free agent, that's not a good look. That's the worst kind of look you could possibly have. And must be very frustrated that he's not playing well. And the Cubs haven't played well either, from what I understand. They were in first place for a long time. Obviously, the Brewers just steamrolled them over the last 2 weeks, winning 14 out of 15 before they won 14 in a row, and then they got beat by the Reds at extra innings in that 15th game. But the Cubs fans are not happy. This is a guy that has a big reputation as a very good player from a very good team, the Astros. He's won a World Series. He's a good player. But he's struggling. And there's no worse time to struggle than when crunch time in August, as well as the beginning of the year. That's from Outkick. Cubs fans starting to turn on Kyle Tucker as the season's turning into a dumpster fire. Kyle Tucker is struggling mildly at the moment, which resulted in a bad stretch for the Cubs. Chicago Cubs were absolutely rolling the first half of the season. And outfielder Kyle Tucker was a key reason why the franchise was sitting atop the NL Central. Then the All-Star break happened, and the team and Tucker both turned into shells of themselves. You always go back to where your baseball card is, to be honest with you. Coming out of the All-Star break, the Cubs held a record of 57-39 and were considered by many to be one of the best teams in all of baseball. Since then, the team's been holding on for dear life, having won just 10 of their last 22. Nobody in Chicago could have foreseen or controlled the divisional rival Milwaukee Brewers putting together a 14-game winning streak to grab a chokehold on the division. But you couple Milwaukee's run and the Cubs' struggles, and someone has to be scapegoat. Has to be the scapegoat. Here we go. That someone is Tucker, and he's made himself easiest targets during the second half of the season. After hitting for a combined average of .299 and 10 home runs across May and June, Tucker is hitting just .160 in his 50 plate appearances in August, and hasn't left the yard since July 19th. After a 4-game stretch without a hit, Tucker put together a 2-for-4 day at the dish on Saturday and a 3-1 win over the Pirates, but fell back to a slump on Sunday going 0-for-3. Oh boy. With many Cubs fans already itching to voice their frustrations with him, he gave them the easiest way to do so on Sunday afternoon when he grounded out to first base and barely left the batter's box. Oh my God, that's not good. That's not good. While the month of August has been abysmal for Tucker, he does have an opportunity to get back in the good graces of the fans at friendly confines this week, with the Brewers playing visitors for a 5-game stint. Well, he has a chance to turn it around. Some quality base knocks and a series win would go a long way for both Tucker and the Cubs, who still hold on to a relatively comfortable 4.5 lead at the top of the NL wildcard standings. It can't be overlooked that Tucker is a pending free agent. Well, many have tapped to be the highest paid during the upcoming offseason, but those predictions may be shifting before our very eyes. Tucker isn't the only Cub who is searching for consistency at the dish this month. All-star Pete Crow Armstrong, you don't say, is hitting just .163 for the month of August as well. Hey kid, it's not good. It's not good when you're hitting. It's great when you're hitting 300 and 400 in April and May, and then crunch time comes. He's hitting .163. There's no surprise there. You always go back to what the baseball card says. He doesn't really have a baseball card, so it's hard to say. People talk about him winning the MVP and all this other garbage. But Tucker is a free agent. And when he doesn't hit well in the second half, that is money lost for his free agency. And you don't want to be Michael Conforto, who probably messed up his free agency so badly after leaving the Mets, he's never really recovered any money. He's lost so much money because of the bad decision that he made by not signing that 5-year deal that the Mets offered him before the 2021 season. I mean, nothing's bad as this. But Kyle Tucker obviously got moved because the Astros felt they didn't want to sign him after this year. So they just moved him, which was probably a smart thing. And they're in first place, the Astros. But the Cubs are in a peculiar spot because they played so poorly, but there's playoff team. It's just like the Mets. They played so badly, but they're still in the playoff hunt. They're still right there. But he's going to lose a lot of money. I mean, this is really going to hurt his free agency, but that's not my problem. That's his problem. And, of course, he could turn around tonight. He could turn around tomorrow or Wednesday. It's always a game every day. You can always turn around. And he's a good player. So, but like I said, you always go back to where your baseball card is. So there might be a correction in his statistics. It's nothing worse than playing well, then you get off to a slow start in the second half, and you're a free agent. It'll kill you, But every player goes through a slump. So you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to Baseball Head 2, and I'll see you later.